This is a very rare look inside what is considered the most secure facility in the state of Minnesota correction system. This is the Administrative Control Unit at Oak Park Heights, a prison within a prison, they consider it.
What does it take to ensure that even the most hardened and cunning criminal never escapes? Some individuals are so dangerous that only the most advanced and impenetrable facilities can contain them. Imagine walls that detect even the slightest movement, doors that only open with biometric scans, and surveillance systems that leave no blind spots. These are prisons where no plan is too cunning and no escape attempt goes unnoticed. From Russia's historical stone strongholds to the tech-laden compounds in the US, let's explore the incredible defenses of the top 14 highest security prisons in the world. First up on our journey is a fortress so secure that it earned itself the most secure prison. Number 14. ADX Florence, USA.
It is considered the Alcatraz of the Rockies. ADX Florence is the highest security prison in the world.
If there's a fortress on Earth designed to keep the most dangerous individuals locked away forever, it's ADX Florence, also known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies. Located in the rugged mountains of Colorado, this is a supermax prison that houses some of America's most dangerous criminals. It is designed to be escape-proof, with advanced security measures in place. This facility is not just a high-security facility, it's the highest security prison in the world. Every inch of its design screams impenetrability, earning it the title of the most secure prison ever built.
This isn't a prison that the inmates run, we run this prison.
Built in 1994, this prison was constructed to redefine maximum security. The facility has 12-foot-thick concrete walls that cannot be breached. It is further equipped with remote-controlled steel doors, motion detectors, and pressure pads to ensure constant monitoring. Inmates are kept isolated with 1,400 steel doors, separating them from any contact with the outside. ADX Florence is home to those deemed too dangerous for regular maximum security prisons. Terrorists, drug lords, and notorious serial killers are all on its roster. Notable inmates include Zacarias Moussaoui, who is a key figure in the planning of the September 11 attacks, and El Chapo, the infamous Mexican drug lord who led the Sinaloa cartel.
The world's most wanted narco looked confused.
The daily routine for inmates at ADX Florence is extremely restrictive, as inmates spend 23 hours a day alone in their cells. Even within the confines of ADX Florence, there are tiers of security. Some inmates are subjected to additional restrictions under the Special Administrative Measures, SAMs, which further limit their ability to communicate with the outside world, including lawyers and family. Human contact is limited, with meals being delivered through slots in steel doors. Exercise takes place in individual concrete pits with no view of the outside world. The design of the prison intentionally disorients inmates, preventing them from gaining any sense of direction or perspective. Every aspect of their lives is controlled and monitored, creating an environment where absolute power resides with the authorities. The prison's perimeter is fortified with layers of razor wire fencing, guard towers equipped with sharpshooters, and motion detection systems that can pick up even the slightest vibration. Inside, every inmate is confined to a single 7 by 12 foot cell with a solid steel door and a small 4-inch wide slit for light. The cells are soundproof, ensuring zero communication between inmates. Surveillance cameras monitor every corner, and even guards adhere to strict movement protocols. ADX Florence may be the epitome of isolation, but our next facility amplifies the stakes as it merges military precision with high-security detention. Number 13. Guantanamo Bay Detention Camp, Cuba.
These are some of the detainees of Guantanamo Bay.
Often referred to simply as Gitmo, this facility is one of the most notorious high-security prisons in the world. Known for its ultra-restrictive environment and controversial history, Gitmo holds individuals considered some of the most dangerous to global security. Established in 2002 during the aftermath of the September 11 attacks, Guantanamo Bay Detention Camp was designed to house detainees associated with terrorism. The facility can hold up to 780 inmates, though its population has significantly dwindled over the years. As of 2025, fewer than 40 detainees remain, many held without formal charges due to the sensitive nature of their alleged crimes. Security at Gitmo reflects its military heritage. The detention camp sits within an active US naval base, surrounded by sophisticated security infrastructure with multi-layered perimeter fencing equipped with motion sensors, high-tech watchtowers staffed around the clock, elite military personnel trained in specialized detention operations, advanced surveillance systems monitoring every movement, and remote-controlled doors and gates. Guantanamo Bay houses individuals considered high-value targets in the global war on terror. These detainees are suspected of connections to organizations like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and the Taliban. Among its most notorious inhabitants, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed stands out as the alleged mastermind behind the September 11 attacks. His presence exemplifies the caliber of detainees housed within these walls. Individuals deemed too dangerous or politically sensitive for mainland prisons. Daily life inside Guantanamo Bay operates under strict military protocols. Detainees spend most hours in isolation within heavily fortified cells. Their daily routines follow rigid schedules with meals delivered through narrow slots, and there is limited outdoor recreation time under heavy guard. The camp's military personnel operate under unique protocols, combining maximum security prison procedures with military discipline. Each guard rotation requires extensive training in both detention operations and cultural sensitivity, reflecting the complex nature of managing this unique facility. From the naval discipline of Gitmo to the brutal control tactics of this facility, the next prison takes security to a terrifying new level. Number 12. Black Dolphin Prison, Russia. If there's one prison that sends shivers down the spine with its sheer reputation, it's the Black Dolphin Prison in Russia. Officially known as Penal Colony No. 6, this facility near the Kazakhstan border is infamous for its strict security measures, brutal daily routines, and the caliber of prisoners housed within its walls. Often referred to as one of the toughest prisons in the world, Black Dolphin is a place where the concept of maximum security reaches another dimension. Its name comes from a black dolphin sculpture made by inmates, which now serves as an unsettling welcome sign at the prison entrance. The prison's design reflects its secure nature as it boasts of thick concrete walls topped with razor wire, armed guards constantly watching from watchtowers, and a complex network of corridors and cells. Established in the 18th century, this prison has transformed to become the fortress it is today. Housing approximately 700 inmates, the facility operates under extreme protocols to ensure that escape is not just improbable, but impossible. Prisoners are escorted between locations blindfolded and bent over, preventing them from studying the layout of the prison. The cells are equipped with steel doors and solid bars, while inmates are under constant surveillance by guards and CCTV cameras. The prison's multi-layered approach includes reinforced walls, motion sensors, and round-the-clock monitoring. No prisoner can move freely. Every step is controlled and supervised to the point of dehumanization. The inmate population at Black Dolphin includes some of Russia's most infamous criminals, and the top of the pile is Alexander Pichushkin, known as the chessboard killer, who murdered 48 people.
This is Pichushkin's moment in the limelight, and he plays it to the full.
Among its 700 inmates, their combined sentences exceed 3,500 years and include 700 life terms. Guards conduct cell checks every 15 minutes, requiring prisoners to respond with specific greetings and recite their crimes aloud. Black Dolphin has never experienced a successful breakout since it opened its doors. The combination of strict routines, psychological tactics, and physical barriers has proven effective in maintaining this record. Number 11. Prison Belmarsh, United Kingdom.
Belmarsh is a Category A men's prison in southeast London, housing some of the country's most dangerous criminals.
Located in southeast London, Prison Belmarsh is a high-security prison known for its strict measures and notorious reputation. It is often called Hellmarsh by inmates and staff due to its fortress-like structure and the severity of its security protocols.
This is Wandsworth.
As a Category A prison, Belmarsh holds some of the most dangerous criminals in the country. It has been compared to Guantanamo Bay, because it houses individuals who pose significant threats to national security. With a capacity of around 900 inmates, Belmarsh's design includes triple-layer perimeter fencing with motion sensors. Its security is a blend of traditional infrastructure and modern technology.
Belmarsh, the HSU, or High Security Unit. It houses some of the most dangerous prisoners in Britain.
High stone walls, reinforced with razor wire, form an impenetrable perimeter. Advanced CCTV systems with facial recognition technology monitor every corner, while armed guards patrol the grounds 24/7. The prison also employs a strict keycard system to control movement within its walls, ensuring no unauthorized access to sensitive areas.
And contact with the outside world is now by appointment only.
Inside Belmarsh, there is a diverse group of inmates. The high-security units are home to terrorists, organized crime leaders, and individuals considered risks to national security. Life inside Belmarsh is governed by strict routines designed to maintain control, and security as inmates' cells are randomly searched several times a week. Also, moving between different areas requires thorough security checks, and personal belongings are subject to detailed inspections. The education wing of the prison provides limited access to learning programs, but security remains a top priority. An intelligence unit operates within Belmarsh, gathering information about potential threats and keeping an eye on inmate communications for signs of planned violence or escape attempts. As formidable as Belmarsh is, the next facility takes security and psychological torment to an entirely different league. Number 10. LACO Jail, USA. Officially known as the Los Angeles County Jail, this is among the largest and most secure detention facilities in the world. Located in the heart of Los Angeles, California, it serves as a primary holding center for one of the most populous and diverse urban areas in the United States. Beyond its vast capacity to house thousands of inmates, LACO Jail is renowned for its cutting-edge security measures, making it a model of modern correctional infrastructure.
The order comes after a civil rights group called Los Angeles jail conditions, quote, barbaric.
The first line of defense at LACO Jail is its meticulously designed perimeter. High concrete walls reinforced with steel girders encircle the facility, topped with coils of razor wire that deter any thoughts of escape. Around-the-clock armed patrols monitor the perimeter, complemented by strategically placed observation towers equipped with advanced thermal imaging and night vision technology. These towers provide a comprehensive 360-degree view of the entire facility, ensuring no blind spots exist. In addition to physical barriers, the facility relies heavily on electronic surveillance systems. Over 2,000 high-definition cameras are installed throughout the jail, from common areas to individual cell blocks, ensuring constant monitoring. These cameras feed into a central control room, where officers track inmate movements and detect any suspicious activities. State-of-the-art facial recognition software is also employed to identify and track inmates, adding another layer of precision to security operations. LACO Jail is equipped with multiple security checkpoints, each requiring biometric verification for access. These checkpoints are manned by highly trained personnel and use fingerprint and retinal scanning to ensure that only authorized individuals can move within the facility. Movement between different areas is tightly controlled, with electronic doors that operate on a centralized locking system. Within the facility, individual housing units are designed with security as a priority. Each unit features electronically controlled cell doors, reinforced steel walls, and minimal windows to limit communication and visibility between inmates. Solitary confinement cells are available for high-risk or violent individuals, providing complete isolation to maintain order. To further enhance security, LACO Jail employs wearable tracking devices for high-risk inmates. These devices use GPS technology to monitor inmate movements in real time, preventing unauthorized congregation or potential escape attempts. Behavior monitoring algorithms analyze inmate interactions and alert staff to patterns that may indicate potential conflicts or unrest. The facility houses an elite team of specially trained response units ready to address any security breach or emergency. These units are equipped with riot gear, non-lethal weapons, and advanced communication tools to swiftly neutralize threats. Regular emergency drills ensure the staff remains prepared for scenarios ranging from riots to attempted escapes. Laco Jail has hosted some of the most dangerous and infamous criminals in US history, including gang leaders, serial offenders, and high-profile celebrities awaiting trial. The facility's robust security measures have proven effective in managing this volatile and diverse population, ensuring public safety and minimizing risks within its walls. While Laco Jail represents the cutting edge of prison security, the next prison is proof that sometimes old-world architecture can be just as daunting. Number 9. La Santé Prison, France. This high-security prison, whose name ironically translates to the health, has long been a symbol of France's penal system. Opened in 1867, La Santé is one of the oldest prisons in Europe, yet its reputation for inhumane conditions, strict security, and notorious inmates overshadows its historical significance. The prison's imposing architecture serves as its first line of defense, featuring thick stone walls that rise menacingly above the Parisian streets. Each cell incorporates a double locking mechanism, a sophisticated system requiring 2 separate keys held by different guards, making unauthorized access virtually impossible. The facility's high walls, crowned with layers of barbed wire, shield the complex from the outside world. Surveillance cameras cover every angle, ensuring no blind spots exist, while guards patrol day and night, making it nearly impossible for prisoners to step out of line. There is also an underground detention wing reserved for the most dangerous offenders. With a capacity exceeding 900 inmates, La Santé houses some of France's most dangerous criminals and notorious gangsters. Perhaps its most infamous resident was Ilich Ramirez Sanchez, better known as Carlos the Jackal, the Venezuelan terrorist who orchestrated numerous attacks across Europe during the 1970s and 1980s.
A railway station and a Paris street left 11 French civilians dead.
His presence within these walls testified to the facility's reputation for containing society's most threatening elements. Security measures extend beyond physical barriers. Guards conduct random cell searches multiple times daily, while movement between prison sections requires extensive security protocols. The facility's design creates distinct zones, allowing authorities to segregate different categories of offenders and minimize potential conflicts. From La Santé's double locking mechanisms, we move to Qincheng's multi-layered defenses, where even whispers seem forbidden. Number 8. Qincheng Prison, China. When it comes to high-security prisons, Qincheng Prison in China stands out not just for its formidable architecture, but also for its secretive nature and the high-profile individuals it houses. Known as the prison for the elite, Qincheng is located in the Changping district of Beijing, tucked away in the shadow of the Jundu Mountains. It was built in 1958 with assistance from the Soviet Union. This facility is China's most secure and most notorious detention center. The security protocols at Qincheng reflect its status as China's top detention center for political prisoners, as it boasts multiple layers of armed guards that patrol the premises around the clock. It is also equipped with advanced surveillance systems that monitor every corner of the facility. Specialized military units maintain constant watchfulness, and the remote location prevents unauthorized access. Qincheng's inmates include some of China's most sensitive political cases. The prison gained infamy during the Cultural Revolution when it housed the Gang of Four, which included Jiang Qing, Mao Zedong's wife. These high-profile prisoners faced accusations of treason and attempting to seize state power. The facility enforces strict isolation rules. Inmates spend 23 hours a day in solitary confinement, with minimal human interaction. Communication between prisoners is strictly prohibited, and family visits occur infrequently under heavy supervision. Even guards must maintain complete silence while on duty. The prison's location at a high altitude serves 2 purposes. The thin air and harsh climate physically wear down inmates, while the remote setting prevents escape attempts. Throughout its history, no successful breakout has ever been recorded in Qincheng. A record of 0 escapes is impressive, but at the next prison, one event rewrote the rules of incarceration forever. Number 7. Portlaoise Prison, Ireland. Imagine a prison so secure it needed military intervention to sustain its protection status. That's the reality of Portlaoise Prison. Located in County Lowie, Ireland, Portlaoise Prison is a maximum security facility known for housing dangerous criminals. It has gained a reputation for its strict security measures and its role in holding offenders during the Northern Ireland conflict. The security features of this facility boast military-grade observation posts equipped with thermal imaging, multiple layers of reinforced perimeter fencing, advanced electronic surveillance systems, dedicated armed response units, and specialized prisoner transport protocols. Despite these measures, Portlaoise has experienced escape attempts, including a notable incident in 1974 when IRA members successfully freed 3 prisoners using a helicopter. This event led to significant security upgrades at the prison.
The first name was false. Okay. The difficulty we have is that we're the committal prison for the Dublin area.
The facility currently houses some of Ireland's most notorious criminals. With a capacity of 399 inmates, the prison carefully manages its population to ensure the highest level of security. Inside Portlaoise, daily life is highly controlled and disciplined. Inmates have limited recreational facilities, and their activities are closely monitored by staff. The prison's E-block, designed for paramilitary prisoners, contains some of the most secure cells in Europe, with features to prevent communication between high-risk inmates while still maintaining humane conditions. But while Portlaoise is all about keeping its secrets locked away, the next prison is rewriting the rulebook with its unconventional approach to incarceration. Number 6. Tihar Jail, India. This isn't your ordinary maximum security facility. It's a world where notorious criminals and innovative reforms collide. Tihar Jail is one of the largest and most notorious prisons in India, located in the capital city of Delhi. It was established in 1957 and has since become a symbol of the country's criminal justice system. The jail was originally built to accommodate around 5,000 inmates, but currently houses over 10,000 prisoners. The security measures at Tihar are extensive, with multi-layered defenses that include high walls, surveillance cameras, armed guards, and frequent patrols. However, the most notable aspect of Tihar's operation is its emphasis on inmate rehabilitation. Unlike many high-security prisons that focus solely on containment, Tihar has adopted innovative measures to reform its prisoners. From vocational training and yoga sessions to art therapy and music programs, the jail aims to give inmates a chance at a better life post-incarceration. Despite its progressive initiatives, Tihar Jail is no stranger to controversy. It has housed some of India's most notorious criminals, including politicians embroiled in corruption scandals, international terrorists, and violent offenders. The jail's high-profile inmates have included the infamous Charles Sobraj, known as the Bikini Killer, and Afzal Guru, convicted in the 2001 Indian Parliament attack. Managing such a diverse and volatile inmate population requires an intricate balance of strict discipline and humanitarian efforts. Inmates have access to formal education through tie-ups with local schools and universities. This allows them to complete their schooling or pursue higher studies while serving their sentence. Various skill development workshops are conducted within the prison premises where inmates learn trades such as carpentry, plumbing, and tailoring. This equips them with skills that can be useful post-release. But if you think Tihar's mix of innovation and controversy makes it unique, wait until you step inside a fortress built to hold America's most dangerous criminals. Number 5. Red Onion State Prison, USA. Step inside a fortress so secure it turns the idea of escape into a mere fantasy. Located in the rugged landscape of Wise County, Virginia, Red Onion State Prison is a prime example of modern prison design. This supermax facility has been in operation since 1998 and represents the highest level of security in the American correctional system, specifically built to hold the most dangerous criminals. The prison's name may suggest something benign or even pleasant, but it couldn't be further from the truth. Inside this fortress-like structure, made of concrete and steel, inmates experience a world devoid of freedom and human connection. Here, isolation serves as both punishment for their crimes and protection for society at large. The physical infrastructure of Red Onion is its first line of defense. The facility is encased within multiple layers of high-security fencing, topped with razor wire, reinforced concrete walls, and electronic surveillance systems. Watchtowers strategically positioned along the perimeter offer guards a clear line of sight across the compound, and the prison's location, surrounded by dense forests and mountainous terrain, adds a natural barrier to escape attempts. Within the facility, the design is just as formidable. The prison is divided into small housing units, with each unit isolated from others to prevent coordination among inmates. Cells are constructed from solid steel and equipped with remotely operated doors, minimizing direct contact between inmates and staff. These cells are designed for single occupancy to ensure maximum control and reduce the risk of violence between prisoners. There are multiple security checkpoints where guards thoroughly inspect all movements. Armed guards patrol elevated walkways, always keeping a watchful eye over the most volatile residents of this facility. Red Onion boasts state-of-the-art surveillance technology. Every inch of the facility is monitored by a network of high-resolution cameras capable of capturing even the slightest movements. Inside the cells, some inmates are subject to round-the-clock observation, particularly those deemed high risk or prone to self-harm. The prison also employs advanced biometric systems, including fingerprint and retina scanners, to control access to various areas within the compound. This ensures that only authorized personnel can enter sensitive zones, significantly reducing the risk of infiltration or internal sabotage. Maintaining such high levels of security comes with significant financial implications as well. Each year, it costs over $70,000 per inmate just to cover basic expenses like staffing and technology required for these extreme measures. If Red Onion redefines modern prison security, the next facility proves that even Victorian architecture can be fortified into an inescapable nightmare. Number 4. HMP Wakefield, United Kingdom. West Yorkshire hosts HMP Wakefield, a maximum security prison known as Monster Mansion. It houses some of the most dangerous criminals in Britain and is considered one of the most secure prisons in the world. HMP Wakefield has several security measures in place to prevent escapes, such as advanced CCTV systems monitoring every corner, multiple layers of perimeter walls topped with razor wire.
Behind that you have razor wire, so it's virtually impossible.
Strategic guard towers with round-the-clock surveillance and biometric scanning systems for both staff and visitors. The prison can hold up to 750 inmates, primarily those convicted of violent and sexual offenses. Many of these prisoners are serving life sentences or long terms for particularly heinous crimes. One notable inmate is Ian Huntley, who murdered 2 schoolgirls in 2002. Life inside HMP Wakefield is highly controlled due to the nature of its inmates' crimes. The prison has a strict daily routine that includes regular searches of cells for contraband, coordinated movements of prisoners within the facility, close monitoring of communication with the outside world, and limited physical contact during visits. While rehabilitation is part of HMP Wakefield's mission, programs are implemented cautiously. Some inmates may have access to education and vocational training opportunities, but participation is carefully evaluated based on risk assessment and behavior patterns. The design and atmosphere of HMP Wakefield also play a role in its security. The prison's Victorian architecture, with its thick walls and narrow corridors, creates an environment that instills fear and control. Upgrades to security systems have modernized the facility while still maintaining its intimidating presence. As HMP Wakefield solidifies its reputation as Britain's impenetrable monster mansion, across the Atlantic, the next fortress is where even the concept of contact has been eliminated. Number 3. United States Penitentiary, Marion. In this fortress, the only thing harder than escaping its walls is enduring the psychological toll of its isolation. Tucked away in the peaceful landscapes of southern Illinois is a prison made of steel and concrete that instills fear in the hearts of America's most dangerous criminals. The United States Penitentiary Marion is a symbol of the evolution of maximum security imprisonment, earning its reputation as one of the world's most impenetrable correctional facilities. Marion's notorious control unit transformed the concept of solitary confinement in American prisons. This specialized section houses inmates considered too dangerous for traditional prison populations, implementing a system where prisoners spend up to 23 hours daily in complete isolation. The facility's design focuses on one primary goal: absolute control over its 400-plus high-risk inmates. The prison's security measures read like a blueprint for modern incarceration. Each cell features specially strengthened walls, floors, and ceilings. Also, guards operate all doors and facilities from secure control centers and staff must pass through numerous verification points. Comprehensive camera coverage leaves no blind spots, and armed tower guards are positioned strategically around the facility's perimeter. Marion's notoriety peaked with the arrival of Thomas Silverstein.
67-year-old Thomas Silverstein died this month. He was in intensive care following a surgery.
Whose violent actions within the prison walls led to enhanced security protocols. Silverstein's presence prompted the implementation of no human contact status, a level of isolation previously unseen in American corrections. The facility's approach to rehabilitation remains minimal, prioritizing security over reform. Programs and activities face severe restrictions due to the extreme risk level of the inmate population. Every interaction, movement, and activity undergoes intense scrutiny, creating an environment where absolute control supersedes all other considerations. But just when you think security can't get any tighter, we take you to a centuries-old fortress that has evolved into a modern-day impenetrable stronghold. Number 2. Butyrka Prison, Russia. Originally built in 1771, its rich yet harrowing history is matched only by the impenetrability of its security. Despite its age, Butyrka has undergone significant renovations and upgrades to ensure it remains one of the most secure prisons in the world. Butyrka's architectural design focuses on containment and control. Its thick stone walls, constructed centuries ago, remain a formidable barrier even today. These walls are reinforced with modern materials, making escape nearly impossible. Surrounding the perimeter are high-security fences topped with layers of razor wire. This physical fortification is bolstered by 24-hour surveillance cameras, strategically placed to cover every inch of the facility, leaving no blind spots. The prison's layout plays a crucial role in maintaining control. It is divided into multiple sections, each designed to isolate different groups of inmates based on their security risk. Movement within the prison is strictly monitored, with inmates rarely leaving their cells except for brief, supervised exercise sessions. Each cell is outfitted with heavy steel doors that can only be unlocked remotely by guards stationed in secure control rooms. Butyrka's entry and exit points are equipped with biometric scanning systems to ensure only authorized personnel gain access. Every individual entering the prison undergoes rigorous security checks, including body scans and thorough searches. Guards monitor these checkpoints at all times, and armed personnel are stationed at critical locations throughout the facility. One of the most advanced features of Butyrka's security is its integrated surveillance system. High-definition cameras track every movement within the prison, while audio sensors monitor for unusual noises that could indicate potential escape attempts or disturbances. These systems are connected to a central command center, where guards can react instantly to any anomalies. Butyrka's reputation as one of the most secure prisons is reinforced by the caliber of inmates it has housed. Over the years, it has held spies, political prisoners, and dangerous criminals, including those considered flight risks. The prison's ability to contain these high-profile individuals without significant breaches speaks volumes about its impenetrability. Moving from historic strength to futuristic innovation, let's uncover the secrets of NBCI's advanced defenses that leave nothing to chance. Number 1. North Branch Correctional Institution, USA. Tucked away in the rugged landscape of Cumberland, Maryland, North Branch Correctional Institution is a shining example of modern prison engineering. Opened in 2003, this cutting-edge facility marks a significant departure from traditional correctional facilities, embracing advanced technology to uphold its stringent security measures. NBCI's architectural design incorporates advanced materials and sophisticated security systems that would seem more at home in a military installation than a prison. The facility's perimeter bristles with motion sensors, infrared cameras, and pressure-sensitive fencing, creating an invisible web of surveillance that catches even the slightest unauthorized movement. Inside the prison walls, inmates navigate through a carefully orchestrated system of controlled movement. Each cell block operates as an independent unit, equipped with its own recreation areas and program spaces. This compartmentalization minimizes the risk of large-scale disturbances and allows staff to contain potential incidents swiftly. The prison's command center serves as its technological heart, featuring biometric scanning systems for both staff and inmates, digital mapping technology, that tracks movement throughout the facility, advanced door control mechanisms operated through computerized systems, and behavioral analysis software that helps predict and prevent potential conflicts. NBCI's dedication to security extends beyond physical barriers. The facility employs sophisticated contraband detection systems, including X-ray body scanners, drug-detecting ion scanners, and millimeter wave technology similar to airport security. The prison's design reflects lessons learned from decades of corrections experience. Unlike older facilities that relied primarily on physical barriers, NBCI integrates psychological deterrence into its architecture. The layout deliberately disorients inmates while providing officers with clear sightlines and multiple response routes. This blend of architectural innovation and technological sophistication places NBCI among the world's most secure correctional facilities. Its influence extends beyond American borders, serving as a model for modern prison design worldwide. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.